Welcome on back, everybody, to the channel. From the title of the video and from the start of the video, you guys should be able to tell that this is a much more serious type of a video. And it's the fact that I'm taking a break from SL. Reason being is that I've been suppressing a lot of built up stress and just overall having like a lot of tolerance for a lot of crap that goes on within SL and primarily its community. So I have some points that I'll be going across so I can, talk about these things and what's pretty much led me to this point. Getting the first minor point out of the way, that's going over how the game is played. Smash Legends can be an extremely fun game. It is an extremely fun game and it's great, but the people that play it unfortunately abuses the way that it can be played. So, for example, pre-Jacko nerf, right? Everyone knew that Jacko was extremely busted, extremely annoying. But you have people that would use him anyway for that reason specifically. And it's not fun to fight these things and people just don't care. They'll continue to use it and continue to abuse it and just does not care. They want the fun for themselves. Then you have play styles. As the community should know, is that I brought attention to passive play. Passive play typically being running away, attacking once someone gets near you, running away, attacking when someone gets near you. It's not really a fight, right? If your opponent gets, health advantage, they literally don't have to fight you. They could run away from you just as you're running away from them, and then there's no fight, but that's boring. So, unfortunately, SL rewards specific characters and specific playstyles way too much, and it's extremely annoying to deal with. So, that's the minor point of this all. It's just that the game can be extremely fun, but the way that people play it unfortunately make the game unenjoyable. It's not that the game itself is unenjoyable, it's just that the things within it that are used and can be abused makes it unenjoyable to play. Leading into the next point, to where we're now going to touch into the meat of things, to where it's really the bulk of all this, and that's how bad the community is. The community is extremely toxic. Personally, it's the most toxic community that I've ever been part of. Within SL, there is a lot of trash talking, right? Now, trash talking is fine, but there is a certain line that you shouldn't cross when it comes to trash talking. And the people within SL, people specifically, like within clans or that feel as though they're of certain skill level, or even people marked as pro players, just have a tendency of straight up dogging people, making people feel worthless, making them feel useless, and pretty much just shutting out anyone that isn't of skill and pretty much just denying their existence. It gets really, really bad. And personally, I'm someone who is of skill level. I'm one of the top pro players. And before this Metsu, hate train went on, in which case we'll get into that soon, is that I was the only one to step up to people, to humble people. Is that a lot of people have a lot of mouth and act like people won't step up to them. So I was that person, especially for the people that can't defend themselves. There's a lot of people who aren't good at the game, but that doesn't mean that you should be trash talking them. It's unfortunately a lot easier to be negative than it is to be positive. If you feel as though someone is garbage at the game, instead of calling them garbage, how about you lend a hand and you help them? If people would just stop being negative and lend a hand to help the community, then we'd have a larger player base, in which case would increase the overall skill level of our player base, instead of there being a couple of good players, you know, far and wide, and the vast majority dogging people. You know, if you feel as though somebody missed something, reach out to them. You know, you could ask them like, hey, did you know that you could punish this? Hey, did you know that you could punish this? Hey, I noticed that, you know, you did this. Next time, look out for this. For example, I was playing a game and I knew we had ultimate. I instantly knew that my teammate was going to use her ultimate and Don was going to use his ultimate. Instead of using the Nui ultimate, how about you wait for the Don to proc his ultimate, because he's going to use it, and then use your ultimate. What happened? Don used his ultimate, then Nui used hers and knocked us all off the point. I'm like, gosh dang it, right? So in instances like that, instead of going out of your way, screenshotting, calling them garbage, saying, don't play Nui, you're horrible, this, that, and the third, you're like, yo, GG's, but next time look out for this, all right? And keep it moving. So now reeling back to the Metsu hate train, there are things that people disagree with in my personal life, right? To where they felt obligated to paint and project things onto me. In which case, unfortunately, for people that didn't look deeper into the matter, followed suit in regards of joining in on this Metsu hate train, right? For the people that did seek further information, they're still in my community and they support me, right? So before this Metsu hate train, I was deemed as arguably one of the best players. I was deemed as the best duelist. I've taken on all of the strongest players single-handedly. There was pretty much a lot of things going for me, right? But now, because I'm hated, right? That now that there's a divide in my community and the influencers being, you know, the top clans of the community, now apparently, you know, I'm garbage at the game and all this smack talk is happening, which literally doesn't make any sense. And they worked so hard to get me outcasted, to get me canceled, and all this other stuff from the general community, right? Everyone worked together to make that happen, to the point to where they would continue making an uproar in the official server. I had an alternate account made of me. They went on my Instagram and took a picture from when I was in the 8th grade. It's been like 3 or 4 years since I've graduated, mind you. They took a picture from when I was in the 8th grade, used it as their profile picture, and was making people uncomfortable in the official server. And pretty much that account got banned. Gene gave out multiple warnings of, you know, stop talking about sensitive topics, all the way until the point to where I got banned for rule number 8, which was causing like damage to the company or the game, in which case I've done neither, right? So it was chopped up to, they had to take the action that affected the least amount of people. They tried stopping the larger crowd, but that didn't work. So I get singled out, I get banned, and that stopped them for, you know, causing an uproar against me, right? However, now the people that were, you know, there, you know, the casual players, or even the people that rioted against me, are now facing the same people that was leading the riot and being hated on by them. So it's like, well, good job, you know, good job on the fact that now the person that would stand up for you guys, that would fight these people, is now outcasted, and now you guys have to deal with the toxicity that these people are doing to you, dogging you, calling you trash, freaking doing all types of insults, etc., etc. And what blows my mind is that against me, it was shown how people can work together to make something happen. But seeing how toxic others can be, no one is working together to make things happen. it just continues to be dealt with, and I don't understand that. It doesn't make any sense. And the same people that are, doing these bullying actions is that they don't reflect upon their own actions. I've been playing this game for a year, so there's a lot of history on a lot of these people, and they just don't reflect, right? It's like if I were to be calling people all types of words under the sun, B words, A words, freaking any curse word, right? But then the moment someone else curses, I tell them that's mean, to stop, and that they're toxic. That's the type of behavior that they do. And it doesn't make any sense. So that's something that I really, really dislike, is that I'm banned from the official server. I'm not able to stand up for people that can't defend themselves. And the people that act like no one will stand up to them continue to run amok and make people feel like crap, right? So moving on past that, I want to talk about the support that I've received these past 2 months. Bringing up on the screen is that you guys will see the stats that I had for the entire year last year. Last year, this is when they were around, this is before I was canceled and outcasted and all this other stuff, right? But in my server, there were constantly issues. I had to wake up, read my server, moderate things, warn people, etc., reinstill, rules. But after all of them left, my server literally became peaceful. It became the way that I wanted it. It was pure vibes, positivity. We're all vibing, laughing, joking, playing the game how exactly I wanted it and how I envisioned it, right? And then 3 months, because I had moved, the first 3 months of this year, I didn't have internet. And this was during the period of, me being hated, death threats, canceled, etc. The 4th month, the moment I got internet, I uploaded my first SL video, that being about the Forgotten Realms. And from there, I've been consistently uploading. Within these 2 months, I've received so much more support than when all of them were around, and my server has been the utmost positive. So although I went through a lot of stuff, I can't express how thankful I am for the amount of support that I've gotten within these 2 months, right? And we're only in the middle of this month. So again, I can't express how much and how grateful I am for everyone who has been subbing, for the consistency that I've been getting with the views, with the likes, people that have been coming by the Twitch streams, people that have been joining up in my server. I want to thank you all. So again, thank you greatly. And you guys motivate me to continue uploading SL and to stay around. But at the same time, it really affects my mental. I want to continue being around for you guys, but it's really hard. And this drives us into our last point, is that our extremely small player base. We have a lot of active members, you'll find them chatting in the official server, but a lot of them don't play. They're literally only there just for chatting. So it sucks when you try to queue up and you have to wait 30 minutes for a game. It sucks when you queue up, you face the same person 20 times. It sucks when you queue up and then you end up fighting a bot. When you fight a bot in the game, it means that the game couldn't find a player to match you up with. The only time you're supposed to fight a bot is when you're low level. Once you level up or play a certain amount of games, actually, it starts putting you against players. All my characters are level 10. I have plenty of games played. I shouldn't be running into bots. So it's extremely depressing when you want to play the game, but say if in duels, all I'm fighting is the same exact cheesy player, running to spawn, staying in spawn, only attacking when I get near. Like it's not entertaining, right? I can't turn that into a video. of only fighting that person. Or me trying to record this is going to take 2-3 hours because I'm trying to find other people to fight in order to create content. Now, recently we did our customs, right? In which case was really fun, but I would have to, go into different servers, let people know, hey, I'm about to record if people want to join up in the customs, and really just have to hope that people join that way. And so this goes into our sub point of this topic, is wanting to play something else and only coming back to SL for customs. The other game that I've been looking forward to is Rumbleverse, and I'm hoping that we can have a lot of fun with Rumbleverse. And if I'm able to, then I would really only come back to Smash Legends specifically for customs, which would be, doing the DF weeklies, or again, just playing with our community in customs, because pubs are not enjoyable, and the the general SL community is not healthy at all. So this is why I'm going to be taking a break. I would love to have feedback from you guys in the comment section below, how you guys feel about all this. And if you're not in the Discord, definitely be sure to join up in the Discord, because that is the best way to get in contact with me and to communicate and engage with my community. So I'll be taking a break from SL. I appreciate, again, all the support that I've gotten this past month and a half, and I just had to get that off my chest. So if you guys have any questions, if you guys want to get better at the game, I have plenty of content. Join up in the Discord and we can help you there. Other than that, this is Metsu, and I don't know. We'll see how things go from here on. Based on the engagement, I guess from this video, it'll determine if I'll continue with SL, or maybe you guys have better ideas on how I could continue playing SL or something like that. We'll figure something out. Much love, positive vibes. Take care.